I said once these go down in price, best believe I'm getting a personal. So what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to episode 73 of going from $100 all the way up to $100,000. Now, from last episode, from everything we sold, we got to a grand total of $10,469.31. Still above that $10,000 mark. I'm trying so hard to never go below 10,000 again. If you guys are new here and you're wondering how has it taken him 73 episodes to get only to $10,000, the truth is we have tens of thousands of dollars in our inventory alone and tens of thousands in sneakers that we're holding on to as an investment. And yeah, at the end of the video, we always go through our inventory and then you'll see how much stuff we actually have. Like I said, tens of thousands of dollars in our inventory alone. So that is why that $10,000 you just saw, that's just in cash alone. With that being said, guys, thank you guys so much for all the support recently. Let's waste no more time, hit up some stores and see what we can pick up today. Okay, we are back and we got a decent amount of stuff today. A lot of a single shoe, but a lot of stuff nonetheless. First up are these Zoom Tempo Next Percent. As you can see, it's just this white colorway. A really clean shoe right here. These are like a really popular running shoe at the moment. We paid only like $110 for these. A crazy steal. And yeah, we should be able to make a pretty decent profit. Only a size 8 though. Not the best size in the world, but nonetheless, this shoe should be able to make us some pretty decent profit. Very happy we picked this one up. It was the only size I had. Next up, a size 10 in these Jordan 11 cherries. Now, I know the cherries, they're not doing the best at the moment. However, it is a Jordan 11. It's a fairly popular Jordan silhouette, and it is this cherry colorway. It's not the most in-demand shoe at the moment. However, a size 10 like this, I should have no problem moving it. So I'm happy I got this pair. To be honest, I don't see this taking that long to sell. Will it be the best profit in the world? No. But at the end of the day, profit is profit. Then finally, we got so many pairs of these. Now we got grade school and men's sizes of them. It is the Jordan 1 Low in the Concord colorway. Crazy pair here. I really like this pair. I'm not gonna lie, it's a super clean colorway. As you can see here, there's a few little details that resemble the Jordan 11 Concords, like those icy blue soles, and then the sole themselves, as you can see, has the same font and the same color as the Jordan 11 Concords. So a lot of little details on here, super cool. Again, we picked up so many pairs. We got pairs ranging from a size 4Y all the way down to a 13, lots of sizes. And like always, if you guys are new here, we go over everything we picked up this video at the end of the video in our inventory list. So stay tuned to see every single pair that we got. We paid thousands of dollars on these pairs alone. So honestly, very happy I got these. Should move really fast because it's such a clean colorway. You guys have to let me know in the comments below, what do you think of this colorway? Because personally, this is one of the better lows that have came out in a hot minute. But realistically, they're really just like cashing out on that panda colorway vibe. That's what I get from here. Let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think of that? And yeah, that's everything we picked up today. Honestly, it was okay. We got a lot of those Jordan 1 lows, which I'm happy about. You know, hopefully tomorrow can be just as good. We've been having a pretty good hot streak recently, and I don't want to break that. I guess let's just waste some more time and find out what we can pick up tomorrow. Okay, we are back and we got some pretty good stuff. I'm not gonna lie, it's not the best stuff in the world, but stuff that moves fast and stuff that we got for a pretty decent price. First off are these Nike Dunk Lows. It's a very similar colorway to the Pandas, as you can see here. Pretty much it's just a panda with a very like fuzzy swoosh, as you can see. little bit more of a gray than a white, but practically a panda, guys. Let's be realistic here. We got bigger sizes, a 13 and 12. They should move relatively fast for us. Not the craziest resale value in these, but very similar to pandas, and that's why these will move fast, just because panda vibes. Like, let's be real. Next up, we got some of these Air Max Pluses in this triple white colorway. Got them for a decent price, and we got a fair amount of pairs of them. Should be able to move these relatively fast. I guarantee these have been on the channel before. They're just a really super clean, and for some reason Air Max Pluses, I move them relatively fast. Not gonna lie, if you haven't been like watching the series or anything, I've probably made bare minimum, if I'm being very like humble about it, probably like $5,000 in profit alone from Air Max Pluses like this pair here. And yeah, another shoe that should take no time at all selling. Very happy we got these. Then finally, some more Air Max Pluses in this grape colorway. If you guys have been watching, these have been on the channel before. We made some pretty decent profit on these in the past. However, they went down in price again, so that's the reason I picked these back up. They did go back down in price. So with them going down back in price, it was common sense to pick them all up. Not gonna lie, I went to every Foot Locker and Champs because that's the places that had these, and I bought every single pair they had in the city. So there are no more Champs or Foot Lockers that actually have these. I completely bought out their stock, and I don't see it taking that long to sell these either. We bought a lot of pairs, sizes 8 ranging all the way down to a 13. And I'm not gonna lie, buying all these shoes, and we still have tomorrow to go buy more shoes, I am getting a little bit concerned that we're gonna go below $10,000 again. Even though like every 3 episodes we do that and I say, you know, never again, we're never gonna go below $10,000, and it happens because we just buy so much inventory. Hopefully, I don't even want to say hopefully that doesn't happen, because if that does happen, it's good because we got a lot of inventory. But let's hope we sell a lot of stuff this episode to like counteract the thousands of dollars we're buying this episode. So let's waste some more time, hit up some more stores again, final time, and see what we can pick up. Okay, so we might have gone below $10,000 again today, guys. I'm sorry about that, because we picked up a lot of stuff. Like, it's from here all the way down to the floor for me, and it's 3 rows of that. We bought a stupid amount of stuff. Starting off with these, some Jordan 6 Georgetowns. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, like, if you've been watching the videos like I've been saying for the whole episode, I said once these go down in price, best believe I'm getting a personal. So these finally went down in price. Now I'm just waiting for the metallic black pair to go down in price, and I'm gonna pick those up. So I got this one as a personal, as well as a stupid amount of pairs. Sizes like 8 all the way down to a 13. Again, the full amount of shoes that we have will be at the end of the video. But yeah, the fact that these have went down in price is very surprising. I need to buy as many as I can, to be honest. I need to capitalize on this, because now that they're down in price, resale market is just going to go down even more. So I need to buy these, sell these as fast as I can. For the amount that we paid for these, it should take no time at all selling all of them. So yeah, I'm really happy about this. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think of this colorway though? Because I think, me personally, that these are a stupidly underrated colorway. I know the Jordan 6s don't get that much like love or anything, but the longer I'm in this sneaker game, like, the more I come to like these other Jordan models other than like the 1s and 4s that everyone likes. You know, not gonna lie, I'm a big 12s guy. I really like the 12s. They might be my like second favorite Jordan. They might be over 4s for me. I really like 12s. And now the 7s are growing on me. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, the 13s, I really like 13s too. My opinion, super underrated colorway here on the Jordan 6. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think of this pair, because like I've been saying, super underrated. And then don't get me even started on those like metallic black pairs. Those ones, stupidly underrated. Next up, we got some Air Force Ones, a size 13. I don't really know what this colorway is. I just saw them and they're on sale. I think they were like $100 maybe. But it is this yellow and black pair, and for $100, there's no way I can't make a decent profit on this pair. It's not like a terrible colorway or anything, and for that reason, there should be no way I can't make some profit on these. I'm not too sure how good the resale value is on these. I just know it's better than $100, so that's why we picked these ones up. Nothing too crazy about this. Like low-key like a taxi colorway, not gonna lie. And then some more Air Force Ones. As you guys saw from earlier in the videos, I think the first time we went to the stores, these are on sale for $145, I think. The very first time we went, they were $145. Then they dropped all the way down to $102. On the tag, it said $105, but it was actually less than that. It was $102 plus tax, of course. And it is this triple red pair. And for like let's say $105, there is no way I cannot make a good profit off 105 triple red Air Force Ones that are brand new. We got two pairs, size 10 and 9.5. Again, a crazy steal. Next up, a box you guys should probably know. We got more of these Jordan 9s that we picked up last episode that were on sale. The only reason is, okay, I'm gonna give you guys a low-key like insider information. You know, I said this a good amount of episodes ago, but usually when you see me like rebuy these shoes, it's because they all have sold. So that is what actually happened. All the ones we picked up last episode have sold. However, you're not going to see me add that into the tally at the end of the video, just because, you know, for some reason I like it when everything is sold and I have a big number at the end of the tally. That's the truth on why like half of the stuff is still in our inventory. Like, for example, if I only had one more pair of these left, I would wait for that to sell. Then I would tell you guys that they sold and have at the end of the video. But yeah, low-key we have like most of our stuff sold, not gonna lie. But yeah, we picked up more of these. Again, sizes ranging from an 8.5 to 11, I believe. Just gonna add these into our inventory, and they're gonna take no time at all because these have been selling stupidly fast. Next up, some Jordan 1 lows. We got some grade school of these like UNC colorway ones. I'm pretty sure it's like an ice something colorway. Honestly, a really clean colorway. It's pretty much like if you can't afford the Jordan 1 low UNCs, this is a very good budget pair. Really clean colorway. These, again, should take no time at all moving just because of how nice this colorway is. Usually, like these UNC colorways, they move really fast. Next up, some of these Nike Free RNs in this triple black colorway. If you guys have been watching, you would know we do have some of these, and same thing with the Jordan 9s apply to these. We just picked up some more because, spoiler alert, majority of them have sold, and we got these for even cheaper. They were way cheaper than before. I'm pretty sure the other pairs cost us $73, but these ones dropped from $79.99 with an extra 30% off. So we price matched all of our pairs we bought previously for that $79 with a 30% off. So when you see in our tally of profit, that's just that price adjustment. So yeah, picked up a few more of these. Then I'm pretty sure last episode you saw we sold all of these, so I picked up some more, and it is this colorway. I'm pretty sure you guys saw last episode, if you watched it, that these have sold for us. Yeah, I think they were the same price as last time. Nothing really crazy to say about these, just a really basic shoe that sells really fast for us. So we picked up a couple more pairs, only like 3 or 4, nothing crazy about these, but yeah, these again should take no time at all to sell. Next up, this Nike Pegasus trail shoe. Again, just a shoe that moves really fast, and we got them for a really good deal. We only got one pair because I'm not too sure how well it will sell. Hopefully it sells relatively fast. But yeah, pretty much a nice hiking shoe right here. And this one's just like a test in the waters for me, so I don't know how well it's gonna perform, not gonna lie. If it does do really well, next episode you might see us go back and get more of these. Then some more Nike Free RNs in this wolf gray colorway. This is pretty much the same thing as the black one, just in this gray colorway. I think these ones might have slightly better profit than the all black pair. They are on sale. That's $79.99 with 30% off. There is no reason not to pick these up. Again, a shoe that should move really fast for us. Next up, we got some Jordan 1 mids in this stealth colorway. Pretty surprised to see these. It seemed like they had a restock at Champ, so we picked up 2 more pairs. They did have 3 pairs left. I tried to get all 3, couldn't finesse my way into it. Only got 2 pairs. We got an 8 and 7.5 women's. Some really clean Jordan 1 mid. Can't complain about these. These we've had before. We had a lot of these and they move really fast. a very popular colorway. Next up, some Nike Dunk Lows. I'm not too sure how well this is gonna look on camera because of my green screen, but we've had these before. It is the Honeydew colorway. In my opinion, a really nice Nike Dunk Low. Same thing here. I guess they had a restock at Champ, so we picked up some more of these. They only had one more pair left, a size 9 women's, a size that should move really easily and fast. Next up, if you guys have been watching, you know we picked up some Rick and Morty's a few episodes ago and they all sold. So we picked up another pair. They only had a size 10, so we picked this one up. Another shoe, guys. It feels like I'm repeating myself over and over again. Another shoe that should move really fast for us. Then a very familiar box, if you guys remember these, some Jordan 13s in this university blue colorway. Same thing with the 9s, guys. They have sold. We bought a couple more, a lot of 11.5s and 13s. I think it was 4 pairs of 11.5s and 3 pairs of 13s we're adding into this. And then we got this pair. It does look like one of these Jordan 9 boxes, but it is not. It's actually these Jordan 11 low IEs in this all gray colorway. I'm not 100% sure what this is, like maybe a cool gray colorway. However, they were on sale 50% off. We got 2 size 13 because for 50% off, guys, there's no way I can't make some profit off that. And best believe if these sell fast, I'm going back and getting more. And then finally, we got 2 pairs, 10.5 and 10 in these Jordan 7 citruses. We've had so many of these on the channel and we just got 2 more pairs because just like the Jordan 9s and the 13s, they have sold. So we're picking up 2 more pairs because they sell pretty good for us, I'm not gonna lie. And yeah, guys, that is everything. A lot of pretty good stuff in my opinion we picked up today. Very scared what our grand total is gonna be at the end of this video. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we're still over $10,000. I have a feeling it's gonna be really close. So with that being said, let's just go over everything we sold this episode, starting with the Nike SB Free 2 Premium in the ash green colorway. We sold all of our sizes, the 13, 11.5, 11, 10, and 9.5. Then in the Summit White Lilac colorway, we sold all of our sizes again, the 13, all 3 of the 11.5s, the 11 and 10.5. And the Nike React Phantom Run Flyknit 2 in the Black Team Orange colorway, we sold a 13, 12, 11, 10.5, and 10. Then a bunch of our Vapor Maxes. Starting with this black hyper pink colorway, we sold a 12, both of the 10.5s, both of the 10s, and both of the 11.5s. Then in the pink blast colorway, we sold all of our sizes, both of the 10.5s, the 9.5, the 9, the 8, 7.5, 6, and all 3 of the 5.5s. Then in the pink Oxford colorway, we sold a size 12 and 10.5. Then in the white black photo blue colorway, we sold a size 11. Then the preschool Nike Dunk Low triple pink colorway, we sold a 2.5Y, 1.5Y, and 1Y. Then in the Miami Hurricanes colorway, we sold the 11 and 10.5. Then in the Nike 101 colorway, we sold the 7Y. Then in the Nike Dunk High Electric Purple Midnight Navy colorway, we sold a size 6Y. Then in the Nike Max Aurora Cool Gray colorway, we sold a 10 and 11. Then in the Aragon colorway, we sold both of the 10C. Then the Jordan 4 Canyon Purple, we sold a size 10 and 6.5. Then in the LaMelo Ball Lunar New Year Jade, we sold a size 12. Then finally in the Adidas Trae Young 1 in the tie-dye colorway, we sold a size 13. And yeah, I don't know where that's gonna put us because there is maybe $8,000 of stuff we picked up today, around there. I would say maybe even 10,000. So I don't know how much we're gonna have like in our grand total at the end of this. So with that being said, let's go over everything in our inventory so you guys can actually see where all of our money actually went to, starting with the Puma LaMelo Ball MB02 Rick and Morty Adventures. We have 11 10.5, 2 10s, and 2 6.5s. Then the LeBron 20 All-Stars, we have a size 13 and 11.5. The Nike Guinness Immortality Black Anthrite colorway in a size 11 and 9. Then the Nike LeBron 9 Low Reverse Liverpool, we have a 13, 12, 11, 10.5, and 9.5. Then the LeBron Witness 6 Black Deep Royal Blue in a size 14. Then in the Nike Cosmic Unity Nike Green Glow in a size 12 and 10.5. The Nike Air Zoom Tempo Next Percent Flyknit in the white hyper violet flash crimson colorway in a size 8. Then in the Nike Zoom X Vaporfly Next Percent Valorine Blue, we have a size 7. Then in the Nike SB Alley Oop Black Toe colorway, we have a 13, 11.5, 11, 10, and 9. Then in the black and white colorway, we have an 11 and 9. Then in the white colorway, we have an 11.5, 11, and 10. The Nike SB Blazer Court white and black in a 13, 12, 11, and 2 10s. Then in the New Balance 550 White Rain Cloud colorway, we have an 8.5 women's. Then in the Sea Salt Pine Green colorway, we have a size 10.5. The cream black colorway in a 9.5. Then in the grade school size, we have a 7, 6.5, and 6Y. Then in the Air Max 95 N7s, we have a 12 and 11. The Air Max 97 Golden Gals in a 10.5 women's. Then the Air Max 90 Terrascape Black Element Pink, we have 2 12s, 2 11.5s, 2 9s, and 1 8. The Air Max Avio Black Bright Crimson in a 12. The Air Max Correlate White Black Red colorway in 11.5. Then in the Pure Platinum colorway, we have a 10.5 and 9. Then in the Club Purple Turquoise Blue colorway, we have a 9.5 women's. Then the Nike Lunar Force 1 Duck Boot Black Gum, we have 2 10.5s. The Nike Air Force 1 Mid QS Jewel Oil Green colorway in a size 11. Then in the Chocolate colorway, we have a 9 and 8.5. Then the Air Force 1 Low Triple White, we have an 11.5. The White Black Teal colorway in an 11, 3 10.5s, a 10, 9.5, and 9. Then in the College Pack Midnight Navy colorway, we have a size 11. Then in the College Pack Night Maroon colorway, we have an 11. Then in the Black Royal Carbon Fiber colorway, we have 2 11s. Then in the Multi Swoosh Black Orange colorway, we have a 7.5. Then in the Reflective Swoosh White Blue colorway, we have a size 13. Then in the Uno colorway, we have a 12, 9.5, 7, 3 6.5s, and a 6. Then in the Black Gold Jersey Mesh colorway, we have a size 13. Then in the Triple Red colorway, we have a size 10 and 9.5. The Air Max 1 Golf Tiger in an 8 and 7. Then in the Air Max 2090 Black White colorway, we have a 12, 11.5, and 10 men's, and 3 9 women's, and 2 8.5 women's. Then in the Barely Rose colorway in a 9 women's. Then in the Triple White colorway in a size 11.5, 11, 10.5, 10, and 9.5. Then in the Violet Ash Multi colorway, we have a 12, 11, and 8 women's. Then in the Oreo colorway, we have an 8, 7.5, and 6 women's. Then in the Black Metallic Silver colorway, we have a size 12, 11.5, 11, 2 10.5s, a 10, a 9.5, 2 8.5s, a 7, and 6.5 women's. Then in the Nike Air Max Plus White Pure Platinum, we have a size 10, 9, 8.5, 8, 7, and 6.5 women's. Then in the White Grape Ice colorway, we have 2 13s, an 11, 10.5, 10, 2 9s, and an 8. Then the Air Max Thea Mid Ale Brown colorway, we have an 11, 8, 3 7.5s, and a 7 women's. Then in the Black Sail colorway, we have a 9, 8.5, 3 8s, a 7.5, and 6.5 women's. Then in the Air Max 2017 Wolf Gray, we have 2 14s, an 11.5, 11, 10, 9.5, 9, and 8.5. Then in the Pure Platinum Wolf Gray Women's, we have a 10.5, 10, 8.5, 2 8s, 6.5, 5.5, and 5. Then in the men's sizes, we have a 13, 12.5, 12, 2 11.5s, 11, 2 10.5s, a 10, 9, and 7.5. Then in the Black Anthrite colorway, we have 2 9.5s, a 9, 2 8.5, 2 8s, and 1 7.5 women. Then in the Triple Black colorway, we have 2 13s, a 12.5, 3 12s, 2 11.5, 3 11s, a 10.5, 2 10s, 2 9.5s, 2 9s, 2 8.5s, an 8, 7.5, and 7. Then in the Cool Gray colorway, we have a 14, 13, 12, 11.5, 3 11s, 2 10.5s, 2 10s, and a 9. The Nike Air Max Axis Triple White in a size 9.5 and 6.5 women's. Then the Nike Air Max Alpha Trainer 4 Black in a size 13. Then in the React Infinity Run Black Iron Gray, we have a 10.5 and 9.5. Then in the Black colorway, we have a 13, 9, and 8. Then in the Leopard colorway, we have a 9.5, 8.5, 7.5, and 5.5 women's. Then in the Flash Crimson Baltic Blue colorway, we have an 11 and 8. Then in the Wolf Gray colorway, we have a 14, 12, 2 11.5, 3 11, 2 10.5, a 10, 9.5, 3 9s, and 8.5 and 8. Then in the Black and White colorway, in women's, we have 3 8.5s, 3 8, 2 7.5, 2 7s, a 9 and 9.5. Then in men's, we have 3 13s, 2 12s, 3 11.5s, 3 11s, 2 10.5s, 3 10s, 2 9.5s, 5 9s, 4 8.5s, and 1 8. Then in the black university red hyper jade, we have a 6.5, 7, 7.5, 8, 8.5, 9, and 9.5. Then in the black safari hyper pink colorway, we have 3 13s and 4 10s. The Nike Air Structure OG white neo teal colorway, we have 2 13s, 3 12.5s, 3 12s, 3 11.5s, 3 11, 4 10.5s, 3 10s, a 9.5, 2 9s, and 8.5, 8, and 7.5. Then in the black smoke gray colorway, we have 3 13, 5 12s, an 11.5, 11, 2 10.5s, a 9.5, 9, 8.5, and 8. Then in the Nike Free RN black anthrite colorway, we have a 13, 12.5, 12, 11.5, 10.5, 2 10s, a 9.5, 2 9s, and 2 8.5s. Then in the black white ombre colorway, we have a 10.5, 9.5, and 9. Then in the wolf gray colorway, we have an 11, 10.5, 10, and 9.5. Then in the Nike M2K Techno, we have the white pure platinum in a size 8.5, 8, 7.5, 7, and 6.5 women's. Then in the ACG Mountain Fly Low SE in the ironstone colorway in a size 10.5 and 9.5. Then in the Canyon purple colorway in a 10.5 and 9.5. Then in the black dark smoke gray colorway, we have a 10.5. Then the Nike Pegasus Trail 3 in the triple black colorway. Then in the peach cream colorway, we have a size 10 women's, 2 9.5s, a 9, 2 8.5s, an 8, 2 7.5s, a 7, and 6 women's. Then in the Terry Swoosh colorway, we have a 10, 9.5, 9, 8.5, and 5 women's. Then in the light smoke gray colorway, we have a 6 and 7 women's. Then in the Arizona State colorway, we have a 13 and 12. Then in the pink Oxford colorway, we have a 10, 2 9 women's, 2 8.5s, a 7.5, 7, and 6.5 women's. Then in the Next Nature Rift blue colorway, we have a size 10. Then in the Essential Paisley Pack Barely, we have a size 7.5 women's. Then in the Fleece Pack Honeydew colorway, we have a size 9 women's. Then in the Deadpool colorway, a 6.5 Y. Then in the Desert Camo colorway, we have a 10, 9, 2 8.5s, and 2 8 women's. Then in the Anthrite White colorway, we have a size 12, 11, 10, 9.5, and 9. Then the Jordan Access White in 11.5. Then in the Jordan Jumpman 2 Trey Raptors, we have a size 12.5 and 2 10s. The Jordan 13 Playoffs in a size 13 and 12. Then in the UNC colorway, we have 3 13s, 2 12s, and 6 11.5s. The Jordan 11 Cherries, we have a size 10, 8.5, 8, 6Y, 2 4.5Ys, 1 4Y, and 2 3.5Ys. Then in the Jordan 11 Low IE Light or Wood Brown colorway, we have 2 13s. Then in the Jordan 9 Fire Reds, we have 3 13s, 2 12s, 4 11s, 5 10.5s, 2 9.5s, 3 9s, 2 8.5s, and 8 and 7. Then in the Jordan 7 Citruses, we have a size 12, 2 11s, a 10.5, and 10. Then in the Jordan 6 Georgetowns, we have 2 13s, a 12, 2 11s, 2 9.5s, a 9, and 8. Then in the Jordan 5 Dark Concord, we have a size 12. The Toddler Jordan 3 Fire Red in a size 10, 9, and 2 7Cs. Then in the Dark Iris colorway, we have a size 12, 11.5, and 11. Then in the Jordan 2 Chicagos, we have 2 12s, an 11.5, 2 11s, a 10.5, 2 10s, and a 6.5 Y. The Jordan 1 Low Reverse Black Toe, we have 3 8.5 women's. Then in the Bordeaux colorway, we have a 7 and 6.5 Y. Then in the Pink Violet colorway, we have a 10 women's. Then in the Canvas Iris Whisper Sail colorway, we have a 6 women's. The Craft Inside Out Black colorway in a size 8. The True Blue colorway in a size 13. Then in the Marina Blue colorway in a size 6 women's. Then in the Ice Blue colorway, we have 2 7Ys, 2 6Ys, and 1 5Y. Then in the Concord colorway, we have a 13, 12, 4 11s, 2 10s, a 7Y, 6.5Y, 6, 5, and 4Y. Then in the White Black Red colorway, we have a size 7. Then in the ice blue colorway, we have 2 7Ys. Then in the game royal colorway, we have a 12. Then in the craft inside out black colorway, we have a size 13 and 12. Then in the washed teal colorway, we have a 7.5 and 6.5 women. Then in the Space Jam colorway, we have 2 13s. Then in the alternate bread colorway, we have a 7Y and 12. Then in the stealth colorway, we have an 8 and 7.5 women's. The Jordan 1 High True Blue, we have a 5Y. Then in the Jordan 1 High Taxis, we have 2 7Ys, 4 13s, and a size 8. Then in the Lost and Found colorway, we have a size 1.5Y, 2 1Ys, a 5C, and a 7C. The stealth colorway in a 6 and 4Y. Then in the NYC to Paris colorway, we have a 7.5. Then the white black Volt University Gold colorway in a 9.5. Then in the Starfish colorway, we have a 7.5, 7, 2 6.5s, 2 6, a 5.5, and 5 women's. And finally, the Jordan 1 High Dior's in a size 9.5. And yeah, that is everything. If you guys saw anything you're interested in this episode or in our inventory, hit me up on Instagram. My link is in the description below. Everything is for sale, obviously. And yeah, all the support is very much appreciated, guys. Thank you for watching to the end of this video. If you haven't yet, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications so you don't miss any of my newest videos. And since you made it to the end of the video, you might as well hit that subscribe button. And yeah, with that being said, guys, let's roll our brand new tally right now.